Yeah, so recently there seems to be a lot of conversation around the new worker hurricane. So it sort of uh, came up a few days ago. Images started to show on online and whatnot. So the first thing that I'm curious of is, of course, to find out how much it costs and um, what are the available options. So I was able to find that, and I wanted to do a live stream then, but I faced some technical difficulty. But eventually, I guess the price seems to be $20. In fact, I found it on the China website. It is $20 SGD, but on other third-party website, I think it's $20 USD. So it's around $7 different. So anyway, so that is one. So of course, there are a lot of conversation around it, but most of the conversation, of course, the reform is pretty not that nice looking, but actually to me, the look is fine. In fact, if we take a look at the look, is pretty flat, which I feel that is actually good for painting and whatnot, integration or whatnot. It could be easier to do that. And of course, they have different offerings. Like, you can attach a barrel, different wheels, and replaceable kind of holder for the darts. So, but there is one thing that I noticed is, of course, there is a on-off switch at the back of the blaster over here, and of course there is only one micro switch. So having the on-off switch or such a small switch, so if you were to do some modification for the battery to have to take lipo or whatnot, you probably need a MOSFET, which I confirm by looking at the China website. They also suggest a MOSFET. So that's that. Of course, so the other issue is, of course, it's ugly, but I don't quite think so. In fact, it does reminds me of those those figurine that you buy that is actually uh, plain looking, and then the creator can actually paint over it, kind of situation, right? So it is actually a blank canvas to me, and you can just apply a few sort of design and then can get your own kind of look to the blaster itself. Okay, so basically I did a little bit of a simple kind of mock-up to have a look. You can just apply a little bit of paint. You can look something like even if you want to paint it like a mini stripe, you can do that. Add a little bit of color, add some Piccadilly rail, use some color to break the shape further. I guess it will look pretty interesting. Finally, you have a real flywheel micro shot that looks like a stripe if you want to apply some paint. Yeah, of course, you can go ahead and do some hydro dipping. I guess the ability to change the look is actually entirely up to the viewer. I mean, the model themselves. So I thought it's pretty okay. Not much of a problem. So will I get one of these? Definitely I'll get one of this, and and see what are the modding potential. Who knows? You might even make a dual stage kind of smallest dual stage kind of blaster using this as a base. So yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, I understand there are also conversation that worker probably saw the model from Japan and then do a sort of a reverse engineering and came out with this design. Yeah, I have thought about it, but in a way, the design is already out there for many years, and yeah, I thought I read somewhere that someone asked worker, did they know about this? And of course, they say they do not know about that. Is it possible that people come up with the same design? I won't rule out that, but although it seems unlikely, well, there could be situation whereby information are given to them by another third party. I don't know, so I'm not going to judge about that. Again, the person who posted, of course, did not really show the internal mechanism of it. So in a way, yeah, so it's slightly different if you take the entire design, and the guy didn't even offer it for sales. I don't think so. So we do not have much information about that. So it's not that take the whole thing and then copy it. I mean, there are copy sort of versions of different blaster that based on Strive, blaster that based on spring powered blaster. But of course, if they did, it will be nice of them if they were to credit a designer, of course. Yeah, that'll be better. But I guess they are not known for doing such things. So yeah, so that is that. So yeah. So anyway, I think the the wheels that they use, I'm not too sure. It seems to be smaller in size. So it could be interesting. If it's really smaller in size, then they open up another opportunity of where can we make use of the wheel to sort of apply into different situation. So again, that is something that is interesting to look at. Like I said, even the setup of the cage itself is slightly different. So it's pretty interesting to me personally. I like flywheel, so definitely I'm gonna buy one. So I mean, models will find ways to increase the capacity of how many darts you can throw in and whatnot, right? So in fact, like over here, you can take a barrel. So pretty much you can stick a very outrageous muzzle in front and break the look and make it a more interesting kind of blaster itself. The China website for this fella actually offer the LiPo for sale as well. Okay, I think it's a spec whereby they fit it in. So, but I don't think I'm gonna use those. Probably gonna buy my own. Yeah. So all in all, what I think of this, I thought it is interesting, and I definitely gonna get one myself, and then see what I can do with it. It opened up a whole new sort of opportunity of doing some modification to a blaster. Yeah, so I'll definitely go for it. So yeah, so what do you think? So this is my little live stream to talk about this. So once I get my hand on this thing over here, I guess it would be interesting, like I mentioned, as this is a very standard kind of white and then very boxy kind of thing. It'll be interesting to see, what the paint scheme can appear for such a thing. You can paint it like a strong arm, you can paint it like a strive, you can paint it like a fire shot, you can paint it to whatever blaster of your choice. It becomes like a micro shot for flywheels. So I'm pretty excited about it actually. So I hope to see a array of a different a look from it, and looking at the internet and whatnot, it doesn't seem to be difficult to mod in the first place. So yeah, so the possibility is actually quite a lot, in my opinion, and I'm not hating the look. That's for sure. Yeah, so I think I'm going to stop here. So so thanks for my viewer. I can't pronounce the name. Is it Death by Nature? Thanks for watching. Yeah, I think I only have like 3 viewers, so you're the early arrival. So thanks for watching. Oh, Justin. Okay, so Justin, thanks for watching. Yeah. So what do you think, Justin? Do you think you're gonna get one if given the opportunity? Are you will you be getting one? Yeah. Mm. Okay, for myself, I definitely may get more than one actually. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, Justin from MTV. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay, yeah. Hey, Justin, I think sometime we can even do some live stream together. Why not, right? I mean, it can be quite I don't know. It could be like we can call it like a Nerf round table whereby we just discuss random thing out of nowhere, or even not nerf stuff. Yeah, I mean we can get a few guys or a bunch of guys like Dan, and whenever we have set the time for a live stream or whatever, just put it in a chat group or whatever, and whoever wants to do a live stream, they can post the link there, and whoever is free just jump on. I don't know. It will sounds it will be quite interesting to do that. Hey, hi, Builder BB. Yeah, I saw the I think you received the patch, right? So I hope you liked it. Yeah. So yeah, so this live stream thing, like I say, who knows, man? I mean, a group of nerfer can come together, and we can set up a group whereby whoever is live streaming just their channel, just put the link there, and whoever is free can just jump on and then have a conversation. I don't know. It's like, every time I look at new stuff that come out, it's like I'm talking to myself. Oh, what can I do about this? What can I do about this? My God, who is talking? No, why why the fella do this and that? And yeah, so it's pretty fine, pretty interesting to if we have a group, and we don't need to be too formalized or whatever. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So like I say, I think the opportunity of having this so-called little flywheel stuff, pistol is pretty interesting. I tell you, I'll probably maybe get a few. Like I say, I gotta find just a silly looking muzzle, and then or design some silly looking muzzle and put way in front. And seriously, uh, I believe that it comes fully equipped. That means you only put in the AA battery, and you're ready to go. So in fact, I think my son will love this. Like I say, he really doesn't really care about all my select fire mod. He's like, what is all this? When my son look at all those select fire mod, he's like, he'll just go to his bin of a blaster and take a fire strike, and there he goes, and then here's daddy looking at all this select fire stuff. It's like I don't know. So to him, it's like he will like he likes to take a simple strike and then fire strike, and then so if I give it to him, I think he will be very very excited. Especially he doesn't need to push the ref button, and then he can just fire away. Yeah. So let's see what's on the chat. Yeah, precisely. So we have been working with Flywheel for so long. I think we more or less know how it works. So it's a great potential, I would say. Yeah. And 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 seriously, the price point is not that um high. Imagine if you just take this thing, sort of flip it down, so you have an up and down kind of situation, and the handle in between. You just modify it such that it becomes a handle you can grab in between. Then it becomes another blast, sort of like I don't know, a C shape blaster, whereby you have one over here, and then you can just modify a trigger that you hold in the middle, and then just pull it, and then you can have a shotgun. Do we call it a shotgun that fire two darts? And then if you have both one per hand, we are basically firing four darts. I don't know. It just seems like it's a great opportunity, and you can convert this into a palm grip, or not say a palm grip, but a front grip or something like that for the last burst. So there are a lot of things that we can do, I would say. The price on the China website is in fact $19 SGD, but I believe the price on like those third party like workerkit.com or NF Strike or something like that is $20 USD. So of course I mean I buy from the China site itself, so I'll save $7 kind of thing. So the if I'm not wrong, I heard that it comes in a box whereby you have the flywheel, everything installed, just without a battery. So that costs around, I guess, for people from US, it's going to be $20 USD, and then you're good to go. Of course, you can upgrade the motors if you want 130 size motor. Like I said, there is a on-off switch at the back. Well, depending on what you want, you can omit it and then find a 15 amp, I guess, micro switch, and you can run your normal 130 size motor. But if you want an on-off switch and then run a high power DC motor with a high consumption of current, then the site actually, the website actually suggests you to use a MOSFET. Yeah, so because of the micro switch and the on-off switch, you'll probably link it out in the MOSFET, which I'll probably do that. There is ample space here below and above, if I'm not wrong. So sort of the free space wise is not a big problem. Now I would definitely want to check out how the this mechanism work, and then how we can improve it, or even do a replacement for it, such as it looks less squarish, or take more darts, for example. So that will be good. So basically, let me just see whether I can bring out what are the offering. Okay, when I saw the China website, so so the offering is basically, I believe the basic blaster will is come in the blue one, but they do have an option to purchase a separate white one, which I'll do for sure. And then of course, yeah. So this is the internal look itself, and yeah. So the wheel they sell the wheel separately. I think it's for the upgrade. I'm not too sure. Does the one that comes with is of this so-called this standard, because the wheel itself, I think it costs maybe $7. I'm not too sure. I forgot about that. And of course, there is a shorter inner barrel that you can apply to. So I look at the modding kind of a guide. So from their side. So maybe let me try to see if I can bring out the site itself, to see whether the China website, I mean, to see whether I can. Okay, stop sharing screen first. Let me see whether I can bring out the China website itself to basically just show it to you guys. Give me a moment. Okay, let me just prepare it. Let me just look for it now, and then I can share the screen. Let me just go to the China site. This hopefully works. Sometimes it does not work. Okay, so I think I got to the site. Okay, let me just share the screen now. Okay. Okay. Let me see whether I can look at the chat now. Okay, so okay, this is the China site that you are looking at. Okay, so this is a China website that you're looking at. So you can see, okay, I can't, anyway, the price itself is 1980 SGD, like I say, SGD, Singapore dollars. So these are the few things. Okay, so if you were to scroll down, of course, you'll see these are all the details they post out. So it says 自由升级 DIY. That means you can upgrade it. 精准度高. That means it's very accurate. I am not too sure about that, but we'll find out. 单手组副武器. That means it's a sidearm. Okay, and of course, 小手枪大潜力. That means this have great potential. That's what they give. They have great potential. And then of course is let me see 互动发射一步到位. that means you only need to put a trigger and everything will just go. So you don't have a rev button. Anyway, yeah. So that's pretty. So that's what it came. So like I say, when I look at the yeah, so it says here that it's a on-off switch, and of course these are the mechanism. So they say you can first upgrade the motor, you can upgrade the this thing over here. So you can see the flywheel is pretty simple, and this is the switch that I'm talking about. That is an on-off switch. And then they actually recommend to use the so-called the MOSFET over here, to do the upgrade, and then of course the diode that you need to put to to not fry your MOSFET, and of course you can put a barrel. You look something like this. This is the size of the battery case itself. Battery case. So it is of this size. So I guess if you want to look for a LiPo, you can base on this size for the time being. I am pretty sure you can more or less try to fit a slightly bigger one. I do have a slightly bigger one, which is the one of the 3S LiPo. So that's about it on their website. Like I say, the offering itself. Let me just bring it up. Okay, so they have an offering of the wheels, the white stuff. Okay, over here. So you can see the caliber is here. Yeah, so it is roughly about 100. Let me see. Let me see. In terms of SGD, of course, but Singapore dollars. Okay, it is about $118 actually on the China website for this guy over here. Yeah, so there you go. That's the China website. Okay, so yeah. Let me see. Okay, so yeah, so the flywheel itself, I think it looks a little bit smaller. Anyway, that is more or less the so-called the talk about the Hurricane. By the way, I feel that man, I mean for the naming, I mean, can't you think of a better name? Why must you use Hurricane? Anyway, I don't really I'm not really that bothered about the name itself. But of course, if you can come out with a cooler name, in my opinion. So anyway, let me just stop sharing the screen itself. Okay, unless oh my God, where's my mouse? Okay, yeah. All right, so I stopped sharing the screen itself. Let me just check again the chat. Okay, we still have 5 watching. Thank you very much. We have Builder, BB, and Justin. Thanks for keeping me company. And of course, the other few, I'm not too sure who they are. But anyway, you can say hi in the chat if you want. Anyway, that is my take on the Hurricane. Anyone interested in looking at just a quick sneak? No, I wouldn't say sneak preview, but look at a quick look at my desk, what I have on it. Okay, nothing to do with the Hurricane anyway. Okay, let me see whether I can on the camera. Hopefully I don't dox myself. Okay, let me see. Yeah, so if you're interested in what I'm working on right now, nothing to do with a Hurricane, just some of the stuff. Okay, so basically I started to put up the brushless motor, do some mounting so that they don't go fly all over the place. And then of course I already wrote some program with a potentiometer such that I can control the speed of the brushless motor itself. And also I want to test with the OLED display that you don't screw up the OLED display. I'm not too sure. I'm still thinking whether should I gonna add some capacitor on the ESC itself. Now I don't have a BEC to so-called make use of, so I use a buck converter, which is definitely not a good idea. It probably burn out my board. But I'm powering it separately from the system itself. So far it seems fine. But I'm gonna get a BEC to have a stable 5 volt kind of situation, and should work better. I mean, it's a BEC designed for the copter and whatnot, so hopefully it will not you'll handle the current better. You'll not burn out the board. Anyway, so far so good. It's quite promising. Of course, normally I'll just use this thing to test out the direction of the brushless motor. Then I'll label it 1, 2, 3, so that when it's time to come to soldering, I will not make a mistake. Yeah, so that's that. And of course, I'm trying to maybe come up with my own kind of brushless cage. I guess a brushless cage. This is just a quick kind of testing on what are the position. So now I can get a position quite okay. But I'm trying to figure out how should I do it this way, or should this plate be below here. I'll probably go for the below one, so it's easier for the wiring. But anyway, now I got the position of the 4 screw there nicely, and I can do a further kind of modeling. Yes, definitely I will. Once I'm done and happy with this design, then of course I will definitely going to release it on the Thingiverse as I normally do. And then people can of course make remix of it to further improve it. I'm definitely not the best guy to so-called work on 3D design. There are a lot more people that is well versed in that, so hopefully they can do a even better version. But anyway, I'm trying that. So probably after the live stream itself, I'm going to do some test print, and once I set it to print, and I will be free to do other stuff like bring the kids around. Yep. AGA is actually the weekend over here in Singapore. So normally I'll bring the kids around and do some stuff. So the print will probably take I'm probably gonna print like two different orientation of the cage and see what is the best orientation of the print, and that will probably take quite a few hours. So just set it to print, and we can go off to do other stuff. Yeah, so that's what I'm currently working on. Pretty but it'll take a long time. So, and then of course I'm waiting for parts and so whatnot. Yeah, so that's a sneak preview. So for those who are watching what I'm doing, yeah, so it's about time that I go. So once again, thanks for sticking by. So back to the Hurricane itself. Like I say, I'm definitely not hating on it. I am going to get at least one to take a look of all the part. I'm going to buy the extra flywheel as well, this barrel as well. Okay, the body itself, and then the extra thing. So the worker Hurricane. Okay, to me it is a promising offering, and I will definitely buy one. Yeah, so let me just look at the chat one last time. So again, thanks Justin, thank you Jack, and of course thanks Builder BB, so for keeping me company. So I will see y'all again in the future live stream. Hopefully we can even come together and then have like a conversation. So yeah, so sometimes modding can be quite lonely, right? Anyway, yeah, so thanks for watching. I'm Tungsten. By the way, if you want to support me, please go to the Red Bubble and buy a t-shirt. Okay, thanks. Bye.